Absolutely. I mean, I'm a bit of a news junkie, and sometimes you kind of overload yourself, and it's just too much for you to wrap your head around. And I think the information age is a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing because there's information, and you can communicate across the world instantaneously, just like we're doing now. But at the same time, it can be almost schizophrenic with this kind of collective consciousness. It's like voices in your head sometimes. But it's important just to take it, one step at a time and try to be as rational, reasonable, and as focused as you can be. And
exactly, because you've got the people that are fully buying the mainline propaganda. Then you've got people kind of in the middle who are just questioning everything. And then you've got all the crazies who believe anything and everything and are kind of mean and really just nasty. I do see it's almost toxic. Like people woke up, but then they fell into a black hole. Do you see where I'm going with that, Neil?
There's a lot of people that already have, ulterior motives. They already decided what their views are. They're just going to use the information to cater and enforce their views. They're going to only accept what props it up, and they will deny anything that puts it into question. For example, Charles Manson already had his mind on murder when he just took the justification of the Beatles song "Helter Skelter" to give him some kind of rationale in his pea brain about it. And there's a lot of people that are suffering from the same thing. Well, I've already decided this person or that group's to blame, and I'm only going to listen to that. But you can't do that because at the end of the day, you're just falling into another matrix.
Absolutely. People in the conspiracy world love to say it's this group or that group and only obsess on that. And they're in another tunnel vision system, another rat hole of the matrix, you could say. Man, this is an amazing, thought-provoking interview. I knew it because his lyrics are so powerful. He's Neil Fallon. It's Clutch, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
I'll be a responsible member of this great, blessed society.
I was just talking to Neil Fallon. He said it's such a huge topic. An hour goes by in just a few minutes, it seems, because you just scratched the surface. But we're almost out of time. We'll definitely have him back up. And I was just talking to him. We're going to work on getting System of a Down on in the next few months here. We're really expanding the show, mixing it up a bit, not just Alex Jones up here preaching. I want to try to jam in a few calls, but it seems like a lot of people are waking up. Neil, are you seeing that with other musicians you talk to?
Yeah, in the rock world, this is a topic that's, I think, always been on the radar. Maybe starting out with punk rock, and maybe it's the mind of, kind of the artist is always looking for a deeper reality, whether it be through painting or writing or music. And because of that, they maybe are inclined to look, is there a deeper reality in politics? And the rock musicians, virtually every one of them discusses this thing in one form or another. And there's as many different opinions as there are musicians. But it's out there, and you hear it in music. You just got to have to go looking for it. You're not going to hear it in top 40 music. It's not going to be something that you see in the Billboard charts, but there is a lot of it out there if you start looking.
Well, not tooting our horn, but you volunteered during the break. You said you'd be surprised how many musicians are aware of your show, but you were saying some positive, some negative. I would actually love to have the musicians on that disagree with me.
That's good. It's important to have civil conversation. And if someone disagrees with me, I'm not going to get upset and take that as an affront. I think you probably feel the same way.
No, I find it more thought-provoking.
That's the only way you're going to learn. If you're always preaching to one's own choir, it gets real boring. And I've learned a lot from people that I thought I always disagreed with. And I think convictions can sometimes be an excuse for the simple-minded. It's the more you learn, sometimes the less you know. You're always, my opinions always change with the things that I include in life. Touring the world is a great education, and I'm not going to stop learning until the day I kick it, and I make no apologies for that.
Let's take one or two more calls here with the lead singer of Clutch, Neil Fallon. Fire out your main website again.
www.prorock.com. That's PRO-ROCK.com.
Can't forget that. We'll link it up at Infowars. prisonplanet.com and prisonplanet.com. Oh, and before you leave us, I want to put you on hold. Give us a P.O. box or something. I want to ship you guys all the latest films and books and material, Neil, because we love what you're doing. Maybe some of it will make it in a song someday. Let's go ahead and talk to Scott in California. Scott, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, well, speaking of disagreeing, I mean, I want to disagree with something you said a little bit ago, Alex. You were talking about agreeing with Neil on his outlook, whereas with your sponsors and your shows, I mean, we've been talking about that this thing that we know as society is coming to some type of closure. And to continue to say that we are going to win this thing, yet come on the air with a red alert broadcast at times that you do, freaking people out, selling survival supplies and everything. I mean, you can't have it both ways.
Okay, listen, I appreciate your call. And that's I could debate that for hours with you. In fact, put him on hold, and I'll talk to him when we come back before Bob Chapman comes on. We're just got about a minute left here. I'm saying I really believe what I'm saying. I mean, I said better buy gold when it was 300. It's 1,000 now. I mean, yeah, of course we're funding our operation, but I only do what I morally believe. And I was talking to Neil during the break. You misunderstood what he said. I mean, Neil, in closing, you were explaining there's a difference between being concerned and then coming in and acting concerned. I mean, is that the way you said it?
I understand Scott's point, and I think it's important to differentiate between pointing something out that's scary and then trying to scare people in order to sell something. The latter is unacceptable.
Absolutely. The only thing we're trying to sell here is freedom, and we need to get scared of the New World Order so we get up off our butts and fight it. Neil, let me say bye to you during the break. We'll be right back next hour with Bob Chapman. Awesome radio interview.
Thank you for listening to G.